going for a more relaxed day today. So, no Pokemon unless someone donates $1 million and wants me to just play Pokemon forever. But that's not going to happen. Let's be realistic here. So, I need to turn down the volume just a smidge. Okay. Yeah, my TV gets super loud. I can't even, like, the numbers, I can't even put it past, like, 5 without it blasting. Alright, so they still didn't turn up out. October 13th, 9:36 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Love Potion number 9. Hey, Nick! What is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the Master Mask Glossy I bought. Why did you buy a Glossy, girl? You can just, I don't know, like get a printer and get the printer paper and get the picture. You bought this where? From the little tent in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. Let's fix the microphone. Okay. You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. The publicity photo. Oh. Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me. What's this? Who's screaming like that? Oh. Oh yeah, I gave him the Officer Meekins treatment. Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did. But it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. Because I did it. I'm the criminal. Me. La 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 la. Ah, he's at it again. I sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor. I admit it. But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally, when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you? Yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict, please. Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. It almost looks like that's a mistake in, like, I don't know, text color. But leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. You see, actually, the thief is, me. Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. Okay. So why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you'll excuse me, I got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. Good lord. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is Master Mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. Alright, so 20 minutes later. Courtroom number 6. Oh, is that Godot? Are we done waiting for him? they haven't made a joke about waiting on Godot yet, so I'm waiting for it. Maybe that's the joke. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Rondelite. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I can't do another male voice. What? I don't know. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine. Let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? That works. Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I am not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. Fucking shut the fuck up. I already hate him. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I'm Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case. Ah, he's the one that Detective Abby was talking about. Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Ha, none. Okay. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. I don't know. Never? But you said you've never lost before. That reminds me of when my college, we got a football team for the first time. And before the first game, they were selling t-shirts that said undefeated, which of course everyone kind of was leaning in on the joke. We already knew we were a first year football team, it's not going to be that great. But they put us up against CM Houston State, and that's a state college, while we're a tiny little private college. Yeah, it was funny. For how we lost pretty badly, like double digits. I know that's the case for football games sometimes, but still, I didn't end up getting a t-shirt. I kind of regret it. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings. Yes, but a mask in a court of law? Yeah, he looks like what's it? LeVar Burton's character in what's it? Ha! Don't you know anything? Is that gonna scan our power levels? No matter the man, we all wear masks, either on our faces or over our hearts. Shut the fuck up. Well, I don't know. I hate Godot. I do not like him. He already annoys me. Like, I know he's kind of the coffee guy. That's about it. He drinks a lot of coffee. Yeah. That's who he reminds me of. I know the thing is a bit bigger, but whatever. This guy is the real deal, all right, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh. Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Okay. Well then, Prosecutor Gobo. Yeah, that's a good way to teach you how to pronounce it. I don't know. I'm assuming mostly kids would play this game for the first time. So you'd be like Godot? Godot? No. It's Godot, and we gotta wait. It's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. The fuck? I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Wright. Who the fuck is this guy? Apparently he... like, I don't know. Phoenix seems to have been staying in his lane, but who knows. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you could withstand before you and your case break in two. Well then, let's hear from the first witness. But yeah, the reason why part of the reason why I've been playing this game more is I want to finish it before I play I guess like a spiritual successor to Danganronpa. I'd have to get up to get the case, but I have the game, but it's called like Master Detective Archives Brain Code. But it looked really fun. I kind of watched someone play the first chapter. So the rest will be a surprise. Okay. Gumshoe. My name is... What? No one has asked for your name, witness. Godot? See, I already hate this man. Urk. The important thing is what you know. Oh yeah, that was one of the some of the first games that I streamed. So if you look on my YouTube channel and scroll all the way back, you'll see me back with my old house that I was staying at. Oh, the important thing is what you know. That's all. So, like, the story-wise, just... It jumps the shark pretty quickly. You know, just with the whole concept. Expect things to be crazy and not make that much logical sense unless you stretch it by a lot. But the trial... well, I actually do recommend playing... It's a spin-off. It's called Ultra Despair Girls. It's got like another subtitle or something. But it's 1 and 2, then Ultra Despair Girls, and then there's kind of a reboot with V3. So there's that. So there's technically 4. And I think there's some... It's kind of like Mario Party a little bit, but you could play by yourself and it's fine, sort of thing. But the mini games are actually kind of hard, mostly because of the controls, not because of logic. Like trying to shoot the specific words that are flying across the screen. Oh my god. I was playing with a terrible laptop with a trackpad, so I didn't have much of a mouse. Alright, Godot, start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir. Alright, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Yes, sir. Oh, and let's see. I don't know how much it'll matter to you, but I changed up my dance team a little bit because the dragon type Komodo that I had been using, like I had on the team, I was never using it. So I'm like, okay, he needs to be replaced with another dragon. So right now I'm trying to practice with Dragonite in the team, normal Terra and whatnot. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna do more of that probably tomorrow. Alright. Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. Yeah. Like, I was torn between, Dragonite, Baxcalibur, and Garchomp. But, I think because I picked Dragonite because it's so bulky with its ability multi-scale, I gave it a weakness policy to hold. And what weakness policy is, if you are hit with an attack that's super effective, and of course survive, your attack and special attack go up. So the trick is to get hit and then do extra damage, since he went second and got hit and survived. He's gotten so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. With his this was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it's Master Mask, sir. It fits an MO to a T. Oh, and I changed Venusaur's Terra to a ground type instead of dark type because I never used it. So I'm like, okay, I actually have a ground move on my moveset, so that'll help me at least against fire types for sure. Fire types, flying types. It's pretty good defensive Terra compared to dark, at least. So, then the actual identity of this Master Mask is Mr. Godot. What are you? Oh god, yep, there's the coffee. I can only imagine just like the absolute acidic sludge that coffee is. You know, trying to make it as dark as possible. Using coffee, like you brew coffee, right? And instead of brewing it again through more coffee grounds, but instead of water, you use the coffee you just brewed. That's his coffee right there. We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot. See, yeah. See, that's how I feel about. That's me with tea. I'm okay with very bitter tea. I kind of like it like that. But coffee, no, I can't deal with coffee for some reason. It just messes me up digestively. Everything smells like coffee after I go to the bathroom, and it just is it just makes me unhappy. Smelling it in that context. I'm just like, no, this should not smell like this. This is unhealthy. So I don't drink coffee that much. See, I'm a baby when it comes to coffee, but tea, I will just microwave hot water, stick the tea bag in there, forget to take the tea bag out ever. And yeah, that's how I end up with my tea. So I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. I know. Well, okay, I live in the South, and so sweet tea is something that's like in my fridge all the time. So I sweet tea in the fridge. It's like on tap, but no, it's not on tap. It's just in a big pitcher, you know, like you make Kool-Aid and stuff in them. Very well. It's only coffee after all. What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, Nick, what are you going to do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show it wasn't Master Mask who stole the urn. Still, you could accidentally be proving your client guilty if you go by that logic. I don't know. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? Yep. No one knows more about the thief than me, pal. Are you sure? I know one guy. It's true. I'm a Zavari, an author on thieves. An author? He's written books about thieves? Oh. I think they probably meant to say authority. It's probably a funny joke in Japanese, but it doesn't quite translate to English that well. I don't know. I want to know what the context of the real joke is. The fact that this kind can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal. It's easy when those fingers happen to be butter fingers. Press harder. So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh? You got it, pal. Except for maybe the thief's mom, that is. I don't know. Maybe they're not that close. But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? That's a leading question, maybe. Maybe he doesn't know him by name. You don't mean Detective Zavari, do you? Who is this person? Zavari. He sounds German. Zavari? That sounds more Italian to me. Right? I don't know. Like Eastern Europe somewhere. His name is Luke Atme, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him. What the heck? I guess he's not all that famous after all. Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole. Oh, I see. It seems you are not the expert you claim to be. It looks like the thief is toying with me even now. The fuck? Hold it. Have you seen all of these so-called calling cards? Let me see a little bit. Chair. Surprise jump scare with my face getting closer. Okay, comfy. Of course I have, except the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred. That's because Detective Atney stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police. Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic? Well, all cards have one common identifying feature. We're not releasing that information to the general public. But you're absolutely certain that this card is real. Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Master Mask's emblem. His fifth heist. And your fifth screw up, huh? Aww. Objection, pal. That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times. But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, Don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Got me? Yeah. Wow, it looks like he really got it in for Detective Atme. Art pieces. Like what, for example? Well, his first target was the famous tear of Amnon. What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop? Fucking judge. No, sir. It's a blue diamond. A single rare diamond. Next was a crown of Bongora. You know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades, and then the portraits of Mihina, sir. Detective Atme retrieved the portrait of Mihina and returned it to the museum. And the target of his fifth and last robbery was the sacred urn, right? But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces? Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections. Somehow, Mr. Delight doesn't look the type. Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld. The modus operandi. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T? I was thinking of asking the same thing myself. Oh, where are you, Judge? Where are you? I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's the calling card. We're 100% certain it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the thief's modus operandi. And so, since this robbery seems to fit all those conditions... That's right. That means Master Mask is behind it. Nick, it definitely looks like it was Master Mask who stole the urn. Oops. But there's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron Delight is Master Mask. But... Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delight himself. So even though we know it was Master Mask that did it, maybe for the time being, I should try to show it wasn't Master Mask that did it. So how do I prove that he didn't do it? This is his fifth heist. Pattern only go after the most precious art pieces. That's why... It fits his MO to a T. What? Yeah, well... Do I present the urn or this thing? Because I feel like it would have been better off if he stole the statue, but it probably was really heavy. I'm gonna wait. Okay, it's this one. Haha! Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little in that question is make me nervous. You said that he always goes for the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. But what do you mean? Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? Maya, it's broken. No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Mask to Mask would normally go after. Aw, hell yeah. Irk. If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the thief of the sacred urn was not the work of Mask to Mask. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction, but the argument made itself, but... Oop. Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Mask to Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. I mean, probably the acidity is better for your teeth. Although he does have nice teeth from the looks of it. They're all white. They're all white. It's just one big giant beaver tooth. if you look at it a certain way, like I don't know. Now I'm just picturing the beaver face on it. Okay, let's continue. That's the only thing I've got in my mind right now, Mr. Trite. Probably pay attention to your fucking job. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. What? You're the one who started talking about coffee, and that's all I've heard you speak about so far. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't Mask to Mask that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Mask to Mask's methods. A fake. A fake Damask? Fake Damask? That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night was actually a fake. Well, at least we're on the same page. Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting. Looks like I'm going to have to prove it. Any proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact fake Damask. Fake Damask. I mean, there is a whole poster about it? Huh. Faked a mask. Detective at me. Here, let's look at the difference between the costumes. Oh, I just noticed the unfortunately colored stain. Here, I want to choose that. No. What is this evidence supposed to... Here, let me see. What is this evidence? Okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay. There's no time to be impressed. Think it over again. Here. So we just have to go back to here. When he stole the urn, his photo... wasn't that what I presented? When he stole the urn, his photo was taken, right? Who knows? Maybe there's something on there that shows he's a fake. Is she talking about the photo we got from At Me? Wasn't that what I presented? Maybe I presented it to the wrong thing. It looks like I'm going to have to prove it. Oh wait, no, I presented the sword. So it was the photo. Oh, the proof is right here. This looks like a photo taken by a security camera. But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Ha! Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Is it the giant unfortunate stain? It's right here, I think. Is that what was so peculiar? No. Strange spot. No. Okay, what? What is so weird? I pointed at the cum stain. I pointed at the box. It's almost 1 a.m. I mean, I've been talking around it. I mean, it's white. What? Face? No. Is it that the gate's open? No. feel like I'm missing something really obvious. Shh. Don't speak. Shh. Okay, no. What the hell is strange about this photo? Hands, head, shoulders, knees and toes. I feel dumb. What?
Take that!
No. Alright. What? Alright, internet, give me strength. Because I'm not figuring this out. What is off about the security? Oops. Photo of mask. Not Dr. Mask. Dim Mask. Okay. Is it that the statue is gone? Like, okay. Okay. Apparently other people were very confused as well, so I don't feel so bad. Oh, hey. Physical taco. I am trying to figure out what the problem is with this photo. I was fucking right. I clicked on his little chest thing because it looked weird. It didn't look right. He doesn't have the little lapel. I put it on his stomach instead of his chest. God damn it. It's right here.
Take that!
It's right here, of course. I was right. And I'm upset that it didn't count because of his fucking stomach instead of his little bow tie chest thing. You mean mask to mask? I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning? Well, it still works. I was right. See, I noticed his little, I don't know what it is. Little leaves that you can pluck off. Little mangoes. All right. The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest. A breach? Here? Bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat at once. What? That happened yesterday. 23 years ago. A very late joke. right? I'm still upset about it. A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasper holding one's cape on. How does he not know what a brooch is in regards to capes? If he was just about to go right out on a fucking horse. A clasp, eh? Ah, I see now. But the mask to mask in the security camera photo. Ah, he has no brooch. That brooch is the same as the emblem on Damask's calling card and serves as his symbol. Well, does he have one on his hat as well? Yes. Okay. He has a tinier one on his hat. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this mask to mask is a fake. With this very specific set of circumstances. I've been fooled again. Order. It's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe. How could you have overlooked this? I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I... Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too. Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. For what? How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? Ha! The brooch you're talking about? Was it found on the scene? How, though? You mean this? Ah! That's Master Mask's brooch! How are we just now finding out about this? Where did you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. That's illegal, dude! Did you tell? Well, he works. He is the police. I just remembered. I'm like, I am the police. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? He must mean the Amy Faye statue. Tell me why you didn't tell me about that, sir. I always put evidence away in my pocket. That's illegal. I hate this man. Judge, get this man out of this building. He is fucking insane. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence. Grr! This guy is one cool customer. Okay. It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there too. What? Hickeys? Hickeys? Oh. Why are you referring... I mean, yes, he's right about it, figuratively speaking. But... I hate it. I'm referring to Rhonda Wright's fingerprints. What? What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch. Oh boy, and he's the only one who's been around the evidence. Who knows what the fuck he did with it? Order in the court. Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch. I hate everything Godot does. I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her. It appears to have been torn off. Or to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem. Oh my god. Ha! You mess with Godot. And you get burned. Better hope you have yourself a burn heal. Grr. He's been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Huh? You're done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. That doesn't sound good at all. Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom. Finally time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh? One second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Shh! Silence! Hee. Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What's clear? Zavadi! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. I hate this man too. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct? Well, yes, that's right. Huh. Not bad. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. I'm sure he's the only person who's ever referred to him like that. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atsme, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Boy, these two make a perfect pair. They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off. I've heard on the night of the crime you were alone on security detail. You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 detective gumshoes. Then I'd rather have the 100 detective gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must have been some reason. I'm sure of it. Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. What I witnessed. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. Yeah, that's usually the case every 1 o'clock in the morning. That's when my arch nemesis, the infamous Master Mouse, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head, my noble noggin. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, 30 minutes? I used an emergency phone to notify the police. 30 minutes? That's fucking dog shit, I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now. I said what I said.
my specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that is only natural. What the fuck is he saying? I fail to see why the witness seemed so proud of his performance that evening. Well, Sir Oldtimer, let me explain. You are not speaking of an ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great Master Mask, my arch-enemy. That is what my years of my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. What I witnessed.
Hold it!
So that would be 1 o'clock in the morning of the 12th, correct? That's an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse, near the computer. Near the computer, huh? So underneath the camera. Huh. So, then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it? Up to this point, I would try to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Why? Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too. Gumshoe also said that they never spotted the thief at the crime scenes before. Precisely. That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. Where the fuck were you on the camera? I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure. On your pigeony head, that is. Pigeony. In any case...
Hold it!
So you saw him. So you're saying that you saw him, even though before you say you didn't see him. You didn't see anybody, actually. You just woke up 30 minutes later. No brain damage, no head damage at all. Using a... I don't know. I thought it was like a jade sword. A sword made out of jade, but it bent. So it's not jade. Some sort of weird copper, maybe. Dancingly descended. From where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. How is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow, while my ears listened for his footfalls. You weren't looking for the actual thief himself, you idiot? But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It could only be to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes. How does he know this? This man makes me angry. I know it's him. I know it's him. He did it. He's trying to frame Ron. He tried to get Ron to do it so he could prove that it wasn't him and that he can keep doing his crimes. I hereby W Ace Dunce. Okay.
Hold it!
You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all I can recall. That's some bullshit alibi. Yeah. That's not very solid as far as testimony goes. However, fortunately, I had my third monocle, the security camera, at the ready. What was his second monocle? It captured this image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Okay, so how did the brooch... Yeah. So how did... Okay. How did the brooch get ripped off his jacket if he supposedly snuck up on him, hit him with a sword, knocked him out? There's no struggle there. I don't know. I'm just seeing too many holes in this fucking piss face. I don't know. Fucking Pinocchio ass looking. Oh, well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo? Good. Then let's continue with the testimony.
Hold it!
See, like... yeah. Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing? Wow. That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, Sir Lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? I'm sure we all have. Sort of. With varying degrees. Actually, yes. By a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out. And you lost your memory, too. Whoopsie. You see? You have no right to look down on me then, do you? Phoenix, at the time, Phoenix was not, like, on, like, a vigilant watch. I think at the time he was taking a nap. He got bashed and woke up with a headache. The only reason I didn't lose my memory was that because I had more brains to begin with, or because you weren't hit. That's the other option there. You may have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection part seems to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless, and then. 30 minutes after he woke up, 30 minutes after he got hit in the head, about 30 minutes. My silver cord was loosened, and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium. As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying. I think he was saying he was on death's door, essentially. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was right. I think he's saying that he was out cold. So, what happened during these 30 minutes? Fuck if I know. No one can say, Your Honor. Oh, that span of time has truly vanished into the ether. Just what is he going on about? There's something suspicious about Detective Atme. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in? Also, he said he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Huh? Which piece? The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? Okay, I think since it's the 30 minutes thing. think it's this one. Camera went off once. I think it's this thing?
Objection!
No. Not that one. An emergency phone. Hmm. So it's not that. It's not that. Hmm. Jack swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. See, okay, I'm gonna try this one.
Objection!
There we go. That was the thing I was complaining about earlier. Mr. Atme, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours? Aha! This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Master Mask. It is, in point of fact, Master Mask's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Ha! Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. We just established that it was a pin. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. Ripped off? Uh-huh. We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's what I'm talking about. Clearly, he knows, and he's being an asshole because he knows he can probably get some publicity by continuing this cat and mouse game. Actually, no, it's two mice together, two cats. That's the only thing I can think of. There's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night. You, Detective Atme. Fucking Pinocchio ass bitch. Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So, why did you lie in your testimony to the court? Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime. Yeah, no, in the real world, I don't know the punishment for it, but it sounds pretty bad. Don't do it. No. Just wait a moment, sir, old-timer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. Oh yeah, what are they? Fucker. No. The true measure of a man is in the amount of work he does. That's what I always say. Nick, you can only handle one case at a time. Isn't that right? You talk too much. Felix, be nice. She's just poking fun. Let her poke. Witness, so are you now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor. Shut the fuck up, Godot. Get out. Get out, get out, get out. Judge, tell him to get out. You like go over to the judge, like it's your mom, and like he's annoying, he's touching me, and he was like, "Well, have you been bothering him?" I was like, no, I've worked with too many children. Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. This counts. Indeed, I understand. I, Luke Atme, agree completely. Oh, now we're talking. Indeed, it is true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. I'm sure you just went to go take a shit. However, Luke Atme cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all he wrote. All she wrote. So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Master Mask? No. Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. Then what happened with the 30 minutes that you spoke about, that you were apparently knocked unconscious? I would not handle being a lawyer. I know that whenever I try to argue with people, most of the time I just start crying. You know, I'm just like, great. I can't even present my piece without getting too emotional to even talk about it. Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. Sir, that is not something you should be admitting in the judge's stand, the chair. That can't be good. Now, after the fact, and the case is done and judged on, I would understand. But so why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. Why would you check the data instead of where the sensor went off? Unless the sensor goes off at the computer. I don't know, the sound goes off at the computer. That is why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? What should I do? Should I ask more questions? Hell yeah. I'm gonna ask about... I'm probably just gonna have to go back and ask again. So let's go about the sensor. What kind of sensors are you talking about? There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There are air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I don't know if a grown man could fit through a cat door. I hooked up heat detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. That's a lot of hard... whoopsie. That was an accident. I guess he was asking, like, how'd you get it? Lordly Taylor department store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. Like, I'm just trying to figure out where the hell is Atmi's body. Where's the statue? How did the brooch end up by the statue? If it moved, when did it move? So in other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? Hee 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 hee. Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, Sir Lawyer? Wait. Okay, yeah. No, that's okay. Okay. Ask about the computer. So did that computer belong to Lordly Taylor as well? Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. That was specially designed by me. Look at me. In that case, he could have easily manipulated the data. Hee 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 hee. What's wrong, Sir Lawyer? What does that mean? Discombobulated. Oh yeah, this was written in the early 2000s. Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean. Sorry, what exactly does it mean anyway? Now I've forgotten. What was I saying? Motherfucker, take your meds, old man. Jeez, it's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Well, it looks like we've cleared that one up. You can go on with your testimony. What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, that thief had no idea that I, Luke Atme, was hiding in the area. You just said that you weren't trying to hide, that you were trying to make your presence known to the thief. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted up like a tree branch? Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about the Shichido. So the thief armed himself with a sword. What about yourself, witness? Sure. You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities? But of course, in college, I was the second in charge of the boxing club. I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Master Mask. This guy is a real piece of work. Can you tell us a little more about what happened? Like, you're saying he got you from behind, but then you're saying you fought with him, and then you're saying 30 minutes passed before you called the police? Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious. Was he fergalicious? Powericious? I assumed the Atme fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. Yeah. So what was this flash of light that blinded you? Oh. I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of the woman. The statue of Amy Faye, I'm guessing. Well, that wasn't very much help at all. Well, what do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah? What is it? This look at me guy. He's definitely hiding something. But why? I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective. So I need to ask a question. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, the second part of the question. At me fighting style? Nope. What is this at me fighting style? I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. That's it? That's the at me fighting style? Well, Mr. Wright, about that testimony? I don't know. Because it feels like a waste of time, but it probably wasn't. I guess it was important. Of course it's important. We've learned a detective's secret technique after all. Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night. Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out. Now then, witness. We'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony. Then how did you get hit in the back of the head? Where is this third eye you're talking about? Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrows, so it's right there. Like that one guy from Dragon Ball Z that I don't remember his name, but he always got his ass kicked. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You may call it the forehead if you like. Why didn't you just say that in the first place, you fuck? Dude, with all the cleaning you're gonna do with that lens, all you're gonna fucking do is scratch it. With that, like, even with the microfiber, it'll still, if you're not careful. Sir Lawyer, it looks like the creases in your own forehead are getting deeper. So Mr. Abby got hit in the forehead then? That's what he says. I've got a funny feeling about that. Actually, so do I. Well, what do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing that... Okay. He's hiding something. It's either this or this. So easily discombobulated. If you found go up and run the side, render this senseless. I think it's this. I remember him saying he got hit in the back of the head. But
Oh, here it is. Okay.
Objection!
Here we go. Detective Atme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. Get your sword away from me. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have wormed his way through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. From behind, huh? But just now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. Unless you got struck that hard. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. Or, it seems, I've made another mistake. Then you're fired! Detective Abby, that's not the only strange part of your testimony. What do you mean by that? For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong.
Objection!
To err is to human, to forgive is divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate, and yes, they even make mistakes. Godot. Motherfuck, your buck-ass beaver tooth.
Objection!
Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that. Jesus. Yeah, that's like the sludgiest coffee I've ever seen. Really? What is it like then? Always choose a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around. Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting? Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that... That's not... It was my iPhone who thought I was talking to her. Are we able to jump to that? I guess they're all kind of the same answer. That's my answer. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Lou Atme's identity is actually Master Mask. Yes! Why are you that shocked? Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Abney's story. He said he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... No. Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that. Detective Atme. The truth is that you are, in fact, Master Mask. But, Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Master Mask. Did he blackmail Ron into doing it for him? This security camera
And also his nose. How did he hide that schnoz behind it, you know? There's no fucking way you can hide that nose behind that mask. Not looking too good for Ron and his... Like, honestly, I would have thought this character was a woman just from this headshot. Looks like Princess Leia buns. This security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor Department Store. Bishop, I've been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. He simply dressed up as a thief and stole the urn.
So, the ace detective is actually an ace thief. Is this true, witness?
Oh, he's going crazy.
Massimo is pure genius, and so am I, Luke Atby, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, sir lawyer. What? Witness, you're admitting it?
Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective at me. Oh, I didn't. Oh, that is illegal. That is so illegal. Phoenix could have gotten fucking burned. This is illegal. Judge, what the fuck?
Godot blend number 102. My personal favorite. Mr. Godot,
get this man out of this court.
The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true.
Oh, really?
But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Trite.
What is with these weird metaphors?
Excuse me. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. Okay. But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face.
Okay, but...
Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have, quickly.
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? Are you alright, Nick? Here, let's... He looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? Who knows? The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Atme is in fact Master Mask. I feel like the sacred urn would prove it. Has yet to be found. Proof? Of course, I've got nothing. Ha! Just what I thought. Do we have nothing, really?
A man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get, after all. Ugh. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion. No good, I've got to stay on the attack. Never get another chance to prove this guy's a thief. Don't give up, Nick! They kind of drag you on, it's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But are you going to just give up and let us lose this? Is it just gonna be a bad ending? So you've come to your senses, have you, sir lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all. No. No. Okay. I feel like the brooch would be a good... I'll take that red diamond. He does have that red ring on him. It's the... Okay, I'm gonna stay right here. As usual, the defense comes prepared, Your Honor. Very well then. Let's see what you've got.
Take that!
Is that it? Here's your proof. Is that not it? What do you think, Mr. Cadeau? It looks to me like... Oh. So it's not that. Okay. Is it the brooch?
Take that!
Here's your proof. No. Right here. I guess the camera only went off once. Before heist. Is it?
Take that!
No. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick little... Because this one's confusing me. I was right. Okay. It has yet to be found. Oh, okay. Let's skip through till we get to where we were. Just not... You're gonna lose this. So you come to your senses, have you, sir lawyer?
Oh. There's beans at my door. Here she is. My baby beans. What do you have to say? You gonna say something? You like to talk all the time to me. Huh?
She loves it when I squish her like this. Oh, no, she doesn't.
In theory, she likes it. Mr. Godot, if anything further, oh, hold it. Who? Oh. Who are you? That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Mr. Light, what are you doing here? Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it. Oh yeah, the hard and smooth thing you found earlier. You mean in that bag? No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well, what's in the box? Is that the sacred urn? The sacred urn! Nick, it's the urn! Order, order, order! You, madame. That urn, where did you find it? You'll never believe it. It was in our coat closet. Oh. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective. Look at me. Oh, Jesse, you're the best. This pink splotch looks like bubblegum paint, the paint from before. But bubblegum just sticking all the pieces together because it's spelled correctly now. It's spelled Amy instead of I am. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atney? Either you're going to have even you are going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one.
Objection!
More apt to call him like a woodpecker. You can't peck your way out of this one, and it's just you see him like, pick, pick, pick. Ha! Pathetic. Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say? Yes. Oh, nope, that's not him. Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad. Not in the courtroom when he's clearly been lying this whole fucking time. Oh, you're still denying that Mr. Atney was involved? Before casting aspersions at Detective Atney, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight. Is that correct? Yes. What about it? Ha. How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring. What are you insinuating? As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere, including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove?
It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. What? I just brought it here from the detective's office. Please, madame. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. I don't think Desiree would lie, though. Like, she's already made it clear that she hates criminals, you know? And that's what Ron's freaking out about. Sorry, she was scratching furniture instead of her scratcher-board. Oh, monster. So any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to. You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Miss Delight. Please, naked boy, you've gotta help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. I've got to prove that it was actually fingerprints? I think fingerprints. I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it. Fingerprints, eh? Oh, come now. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. No! No! She was scratching the furniture again, and she got stuck while she was trying to get away. That was really funny. It's like a kid getting their hand stuck in the cookie jar because they won't let go of the cookie of like the 20 cookies they have in their hand. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my prints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. Why would you be touching it, though? In any case, I'm always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. Oh. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. Nick, what are you gonna do now? I've come too far to turn back now. Abney must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. Of this person. Did... Pearl? Or Adrian, maybe? Age, question mark, 25. Maya or Pearl. But Pearl's fingerprints on there wouldn't prove anything. Neither would Maya's. He is dead.
Take that!
So what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday? What, baby beans? Why are you crying so much? Here, I'm skipping. Yes. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Look at these little beans. Look at these little wieners. I call her wieners now. Because it started off baby beans, then beans, then beanie meanie, because she bites a lot. So beanie meanie turned into beanie weenie, and then weenie, then wiener, then wieners. And that's her nickname now. Okay. So it's true I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at the time. Oh. I don't know. Like, for some reason I was like picturing a flashlight or something. So, but I... Alright, Beans had to get kicked out. She knocked my chapstick onto the bed. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get it. So I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atme's office.
Objection!
Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn. It still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Yeah, when do fingerprints, like, just wear off? Of course it does. What did you say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. Oh. I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. If she polished it that much, then she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. Yeah, I guess so. But, like, I don't know, if you say you touch a doorknob, and for the rest of time that doorknob exists, no one else touches it, can you check for fingerprint? You know what? I'm just gonna internet it. How long? Fingerprints last. Okay. Okay. Apparently older people have less clear prints because their skin loses elasticity and such. So there's a lot of variables, but it says fingerprints can survive on items submerged in water for up to 15 days if treated with a particular like reactant. So that's kind of an extreme case, it seems. But yeah, 2 weeks. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Atme Detective Agency. Ha. This blend, Godot blend number 107. I've decided it's a little too bitter after all. Huh. So it does have little glowy powers. Visor. Order, order, order. I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait! Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn. Are you sure? What are you saying? Yes, I've finally broken him down. Okay. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Yeah, that's what I figured. Forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy's nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Master Mask, I figured. Haha, I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. Yeah, okay. Man, is Coco. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atme's condition? He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke. Oh, I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. Nick, you were right after all. That's too easy, though. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight. Is he gonna start screaming? Yeah, someone's gonna start screaming. Shut up! 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 You're wrong! Wrong, I tell you! I mean... Not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. The thief. The sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me. I am him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty. Please. Man is losing his shit. We just proved that it wasn't you. I don't know what kind of a kangaroo court you all think this is, but
Objection!
the true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judge. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. Take a nice little sip. Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee. Ha! Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir? Yes, sir? If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you are a Master Mask, then prove it. That's what it means. I mean the outfit? See, he doesn't have the brooch on. Did I don't know. Yes, sir, I'll be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick. Get him to shut the fuck up. That's kind of cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. I know that. I won't fail. I swear. Okay, then talk. We're all listening. Oh well. Let's all have a listen to this confession. Jesus Christ. The truth is, I've been Master Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Master Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all, weren't you with your wife? I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right here in the photo. That's me, although his outfit doesn't look torn. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all. I don't like the direction this trial has taken. But this is how every trial goes. At least with me, anyway. Ha! You're doing great. Hey, stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me. Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay up locked in prison as the one and only true Master Mask. Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best. Christ. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination. Yeah, I feel you, Phoenix. Master Mask all along. You may think you're the real Master Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons. With the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it? Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose. What should I do? Sounds like we're about to get sidetracked again. Oh, so why are you withholding the truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyways. And second, if there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals. If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with? Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi-holic. Desi-aholic. So you do have a complicated family situation after all. Alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony, I beg of you. I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know, that you're the real Master Mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy. Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim for a change. Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree.
It's time to put it to work already. I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be mask to mask. Well, I guess if he had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I need to shift strategy. I should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. Anyway,
Hold it!
You've got no alibi? I've been a judge for a long time. And this is the first time I've ever heard it defended about having no alibi. But I tell you, I was in Lordly Taylor that night. No. That's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse. Hold on. What is it, Nick? Where was Ron Delight when the crime happened, anyway? If we can get him to prove he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but... Ha! You think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. Well, I think maybe I can. Mr. Wright? Alright. His wallet. It's his wallet. I have the evidence. Or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie? Oh, I've never seen you this angry before. I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic. I thought I was more confident than angry. Well then, let's see this evidence already. It's the wallet. It's the wallet.
Take that!
Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere. Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away. No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence. Evidence? Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you'd lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security Headquarters. What? Surely you're not serious. Yes, I'm serious. And don't call me Shirley. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB Security that night. No! So if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. 30 minutes. Is that the 30 minutes that showed up before? According to Larry, anyway. Ouch. Ouch. I hit my hand on the table. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee. Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. What the fuck are you doing, Godot? You're the only one who calls me a thief, Mr. Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist. Planted it there? He's really reaching now. Mr. Delight. You probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The keycard to KB Security's CEO office. No! Ha. That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? He works there. Well, Mr. Wright, looks like you need some more evidence after all. Oh, this stupid kid. Now then, let's see your evidence. Why?
Take that!
Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? That's... What is it? A blackmail letter. But it's green. That's what it looks like from the contents. Blackmail. Yes. Basically it says bring $50,000. That certainly sounds like blackmail, all right. At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KB Security's CEO office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime. Ugh, irk. No, 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 no! Okay. Order, order, order! So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense.
Objection!
You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Godot blend number 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief is being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Huh? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what to think of that. I don't think it was the CEO who was blackmailing him. I'm not sure what I think of that. At least, I know what I think of you. Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright. Nick, we're going to have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite? There is someone else who can testify. Larry! It was Larry!
Take that!
Who is this useless looking young man? You don't remember him, Your Honor? Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat. You know... Oh, man. It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. He probably blocked that out of... Oh, he probably blocked that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night. Oh. The question at hand is this keycard. Yep, that's the keycard they use in the building I work. According to the serial number, this one's for the CEO's office. You need it to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, and it tells you exactly who entered the room and when.
As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data.
He took a sip to make a spit take?
Well, Mr. Godot? The name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. I feel like we've heard that name before. I was aiming to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Here.
So what does it show?
Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime. Yep.
What that means, it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Master Mask in this photo.
Ha. Looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough to brew a good cup of joe. So then... Ron DeLight was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Oh? Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be Master Mask. Good job, you did it, Nick!
That's enough. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
What's wrong, Your Honor?
I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honor.
Just everybody's making noises. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron DeLight. Is someone gonna start screaming? Not guilty. Yay! Okay, that's too easy. Court is now adjourned. Do we have to figure out who Master Mask is now? $2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4.
Nick, you did it! You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy.
What is she ashamed about?
Oh, Miss Delight. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. With money? Aw, shucks. Thanks, Miss Delight. I just know I'm blushing. Congratulations, Mr. Nick! Beans, all you're gonna do is bite me. I hear those meows. Those are the meows of her saying that I want to bite you. Let me in. I want to eat your knuckles. Oh, Pearls, I've got a bad feeling about this. Uh-oh. Who is this woman? Oh, she's nobody. She's just, she's getting jealous for Maya. You're blushing! How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself!
I love how the music stopped for like the 1 second and then the music kept playing.
Yeah, she slapped me. Pearly. This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick! Yes? You're even worse than I thought. You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client. No, you've got it all. I'll never forgive you.
Ow, a double slap.
Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We got the secret urn back and the thief has been caught.
You're so right. And it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here.
But actually, it was you, Mr. Light, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. If we won the case, then why does this guy still look so glum? But I'm the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. What are you doing in the defendant's lobby, you fucker? He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about being blue, about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. I'm not your buddy, pal. I'm not your pal, friend. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body... Oh, shit. There's the heel turn. Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered.
Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Just 5 minutes ago, huh?
Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security?
Wait, but body...
The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. And the same time that cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. Oh. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Helped me out? What? On October 12th, at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO office, the scene of the murder. What? He was found this morning. The crime was committed the day before. I don't know. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbrued with utter rage.
What are you saying? Imbrued with rage?
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron DeLight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security? I thought we knew that. It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief. It's going to be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi.
No way!
He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie. It can't be true. But I am a thief, I tell you. So he's maintaining that he's a thief. Ron DeLight, you're going back to prison again? Has he already been there, or is it just where he's been staying? This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. What? This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite.
You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward. Mr. Nick! Oh, wait. Is there something personal between you two? I don't fucking know. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, it's time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight. Nick! How can this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. Yeah, Ronnie! Well, arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's going to happen next? What the heck? Well, we'll see you guys next time on Dragon Ball Z. Or Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. So I'll end things off here like I always do with my cat scratching at my door like a serial killer. And I say, if she meowed in response to that, I say good morning, good afternoon, good night, good luck, good riddance, and stay safe. Of course, we save twice for good luck. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.